What's going on, everyone? Today, I want to share with you 10 things I appreciate and love about my wife. So, for context, I recently just got married 2 weeks ago. So, I just want to reflect because I think reflecting on your partner is such a valuable exercise, and especially during a pandemic when things can get, let's say, you could potentially get sick of each other for spending so much time together. So I think this is a good exercise to acknowledge and appreciate your partner, and curious to see what you enjoyed about this. Okay. So the 10 things I appreciate about my partner, Samantha. Um, Number one, I would say she has a big beautiful heart. She's always thinking about others, and it's funny, like every time someone stubs their toe or runs into like every time I accidentally like hit my knee on something, and I'm like, she's like, oh, she feels the pain too. And I think it's beautiful that she has such a big heart. I'm very fortunate to have someone who cares like so much about me and everyone around her. She's such a ball of love and positive energy. And yeah, I really appreciate that she cares so much about me, and she has so much compassion that, even when she sees like, roadkill and stuff like that, that makes her sad, which, I think just really showcases how beautiful her heart is. Number two, um, I would say like her purity and her innocence in the way that she has a very pure way of thinking about, like a lot of times I have to explain things to her and she's like, oh, wow, like you're so smart, babe. Like, I'm glad that you know so much. And yeah, it's good to not be tainted by the world and, all this stuff that's going on sometimes, it's good to have that fresh, pure perspective on things instead of have your own judgments about things. Number three, it is video games. We love playing video games together, and we've been on a huge video game kick. So that's been a lot of fun, and she's been winning MVP a ton of times. So shout out anyone else who plays mobile League of Legends, hit us up. Would love to play with everyone. And um, for number four, family. She's so close to her family, and when I ask her, who are your role models and idols, I'll be saying like celebrities like Tony Robbins and Lewis Howes and Michael Gervais and Rich Roll, which are much more prominent people, and she would say like her sister, her mother and her father, and that really moved me and touched me, because that really just says a lot about who you are as a person and our future family. And number five, her fashion and her sense of style. She's in the industry, and she's very passionate about it, and I love that because I think it's beautiful to be passionate about what you do for a living, and she clearly is. And I just love her sense of style and the way she thinks about design. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for a new house. It's gonna look beautiful because of her ear and her eyes. And six, just being able to. She has a tremendous memory, which sometimes it's bad for me, but she has really good listening skills. She'll remember like all these little nuances and just that attention to detail. Like just someone, I tend to be like happy-go-lucky a lot of times, and she's very thoughtful in her approach in a lot of things. So it's a good counterbalance for sure. And number seven, never wanting the credit, and she's always a true team player at work. She's always like listening to others, being the voice of reason, always helping people out, seeing the positive side of things, and I really appreciate that about her. And number eight, going on a lot of foodie adventures together. We one of our favorite things to do together is to explore new dessert places, new restaurants, try new places, and I love going on adventures with her. So definitely we'll be posting more about our food adventures because I think it's always a lot of fun. And number nine, she loves so many interesting things to me and has helped me change my perspective on things like saving up for a house and providing for the family and things that I honestly like have never thought about. But it's nice to have that counterbalance and someone that is like your yin to your yang. You know, I think it's awesome to have someone that can be that person for you to give you a different perspective. And number 10, love how much she's into music and going to concerts with her. Like when we went to the Blackpink concert, it was so much fun to try something new and K-pop, like which I was never really super into, but now I'm into it because she helps me get into things that I don't really think about. And one last bonus one, how much she loves board games and her competitive nature to want to win everything. Well, hope you enjoyed this. My call to action for you is to think about 10 things that you appreciate about your partner. And then if you want to share it, that would be awesome. If you want to ping me to say that you did that, that'd be awesome. It's a way for us to stay connected. And if you're not married or if you're not in a relationship, then think of 10 qualities that you're looking for and write it down on in your journal or on paper. And that will more likely happen if you write it as opposed to keep it in your head. So when you get from the unconscious and the subconscious out into the world, the reality, it's more likely to happen. So yeah, hope everyone has an amazing rest of their week and cheers.